What's up, Smart Baseball fans? Jerry Dipoto is an absolute madman, and I'm pretty sure this guy cannot go to sleep at night unless he makes a trade. It's been a pretty slow start to this offseason, but Jerry's already made a trade with the Blue Jays to acquire Teoscar Hernandez, and now he just pulled off another trade with the Brewers to get Kolten Wong in exchange for Jesse Winker and Abraham Toro. So let's dive into this one. But first, welcome to Smartr Baseball, where we look at not only what's going on in Major League Baseball, but how and why, so that we can become smarter baseball fans. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the page, turn on notifications so that you can help the channel grow and stay up to date with all of our content so that you can become an even smarter baseball fan. The trade itself is pretty straightforward. The Mariners are sending outfielder DH Jesse Winker and infielder Abraham Toro to the Milwaukee Brewers in exchange for second baseman Kolten Wong and about $1.75 million in cash. So first, if we talk about the money in this deal, the Brewers had just picked up a $10 million option on Kolten Wong. So when you take that and the $1.75 million that they're sending the Mariners, that ends up roughly equaling out to about the $8.3 million that Jesse Winker is due this year. And then you have Abraham Toro, who's in his first year of arbitration. So his contract isn't set yet, but based on how he's done, that number shouldn't be too high. Speaking of Toro, we're gonna start with him in terms of breaking down the players in this deal. Toro over 4 seasons has slashed 206, 276, 345 for a 621 OPS, 75 WRC+, and .1 WAR, all according to Fangraphs. Toro had been bumped down to AAA during the 2022 season and didn't really have a spot on this Seattle roster coming into this next year. He was gonna have to fight to stay around, so it's kind of an expendable move here for Seattle. The Brewers, though, are hoping that there's still some untapped potential here, since he's only going to be 26 entering this next season. Now, on the other hand, the 29-year-old Winker is a pretty interesting case here. He's got a career slash line of 270, 374, 463 for an 836 OPS and 126 WRC+. But he's coming off undoubtedly the worst season of his career, where he slashed 219, 344, 344 for a 688 OPS and a 108 WRC+. But he was reportedly dealing with some injuries, so Milwaukee here has got to be trying to bank on the fact that they can get him back to the hitter that he was before this season when he came into Seattle. A promising sign for Winker, despite the struggles this season, is the fact that his elite plate approach still stayed relatively the same, if not got better in some cases. He walks a ton and does not strike out, so he's at least gonna give you good at-bats. That's why he could hit a 219 average and still get on base at a 344 clip. Now, the Mariners in exchange are getting 32-year-old second baseman Kolten Wong, who has a career slash line of 261, 334, 398 for a 732 OPS and a 100 WRC+. But he's coming off a season where he just slashed 251, 339, 430 with a 770 OPS and a 116 WRC+. The power has really come on the last 2 years, where he set back-to-back career highs of 14 and 15 home runs, while still maintaining a well below average strikeout rate. Now, why would each team make this move? According to Fangraphs, Seattle ranked 28th in WAR out of the second base position, slashing 218, 278, 316 for a 74 WRC+. So whether the relative power of Kolten Wong there maintains, he's at least gonna still be an offensive upgrade at that position for them, because he's gonna get on base, which he's done over his career with that 334 on base percentage, mainly because his walk rate over his career is a little bit below average, but basically since 2016 it's either been like a little bit above or a little bit below average, so that's gonna kind of bounce back and forth. But his strikeout rate is still an always been noticeably below average, so this is a guy that's gonna put the ball in play, which Seattle desperately needed to balance out their lineup. Now for Milwaukee, I think it's pretty clear that they're trying to get younger and cheaper at that second base position. Kolten Wong was in his last year before free agencies, making $10 million. You bring in Toro, who's only got 2+ years of service time, so he's a ways away from free agency. Hopefully, you can mold him into the guy that takes over that spot for you. Also getting Winker in this deal though, hopefully helps the Brewers upgrade the DH position, where they ranked 17th in WRC+, slashing 233, 316, 403. Where Winker's mainly going to make an impact in this spot is, again, with his approach. He's going to walk a ton, which is going to give you on-base percentage, whether he gets back to the hitter that he was in Cincinnati or stays relatively close to what he did in Seattle. But the main thing, Brewers DHs struck out at a 27.9% clip last year. Winker's not going to do that. What do you think about this trade, Smart Baseball fans? Drop a comment down below and let me know. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the page, turn on notifications so that you can help the channel grow and you can continue becoming an even smarter baseball fan than I know you already are. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to enjoy this content. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. 'Cause we already got Jacob deGrom to the Rangers. That's next, baby.